Good afternoon. I'm Anna, and I am a trainee product support specialist for Excelitte. Now, Excelitte is the best cybersecurity software. Why? Because it is 100% unhackable. Now, that may seem like a big statement, but in this presentation, I'm going to show you how Excelitte achieves just that. Firstly, Excelitte is a toolset that consists of several cybersecurity software products to ensure you and your organization's data is safe. This toolset consists of three things. One, Excelitte data capture. Two, Excelitte phishing message scanner. And three, Excelitte AI. These three Excelitte softwares are most importantly unhackable and easy to use, the way it should be, so that we are each able to have our own safe, secure data. First, let's take a look at Excelitte data capture, which allows you to capture data from spreadsheets and store them in a secure, encrypted, easy to use format. Now, this software has three key easy features that make it 100% unhackable. The first feature is the three-factor authentication. To reduce your risk, you want to make a hacker jump through as many hoops as possible before they can get to your valuable information. Multi-factor authentication does this by ensuring you need more than one authentication factor to log into a device or an account. With this feature enabled, you need to provide multiple pieces of authenticating information to access a device or an account. This might be a password, then an email, and then using your phone. If cybercriminals gain access to one piece of information, for example, your password, they still need to provide additional pieces of information to successfully gain access to your accounts. Industry standard is to use two-factor authentication. However, Xlite goes one step further and uses three-factor authentication, soon to be the option of four. Imagine it like this, like you're putting your files, the crown jewels, in a locked box, which provides one layer of security. So then you put that box in a vault, which is then shut inside a fortress. That is what three-factor authentication is, and that is why Xlite uses it to make you unhackable. Moving on, one of the best features about Excellite is that you can collaborate and share with your colleagues sensitive files with 100% guarantee that it can't be hacked or ransomware. We achieve this through encrypted file sharing. You can share, collaborate, securely view, amend, and update an encrypted file across more than one user or across a team by email. What this means is that only the users given access to the files have the key to unlock them via decryption on Excellite. Anyone else who comes across these files, like a cybercriminal, will be looking at something that looks similar to this gibberish that is impossible for them to encrypt and get into the data. What this means is that instead of your files being like a door with a lock that's easy to pick, with Excellite, they are a never ending wall with no way to go through, over, under, or around, no matter the tools. With Excellite, your files are never lost as they are backed up automatically both on Excellite and an encrypted version is sent to your email account. This means that if someone hacks your computer and decides to ransom your files, forcing you to pay to get them back, there is no need. Firstly, they can't see the content of the files because it is encrypted. And secondly, your files are automatically backed up so you can access them still. Essentially, that criminal has nothing. You can log into Excellite somewhere else and you have all those files they're claiming to have. It's like your files are a book that anytime they try to steal it, they find it's in gibberish and no one can translate it, whereas you have access to your own copy, safe and secure. So to review, Excellite data capture is unhackable because it uses three-factor authentication that builds a fortress around your files. It shares files using Excellite encryption, which builds a never-ending wall that no one can go through, over, under, or around. And it uses automatic recovery to ensure you always have access to your book of files, but any criminals will be reading gibberish. Moving on. Did you know that 3.4 billion phishing emails are sent daily? Phishing is an ever growing form of cyber attack that encompasses the use of email or any electronic messaging to trick people. By clicking on these kinds of messages, both you and your workplaces could become a victim of cybercrime. Most phishing attacks take the form of generic messages sent automatically to thousands of recipients. They're written to be somewhat tempting. The attachment might have a name like yearly report, or the link might be a fake lottery. Imagine it like this. The cybercriminal is a fisherman who throws out a baited hook, which is the phishing email. They do this in hopes that some victim will swim along all innocent and bite, hence the name phishing. This is where Xlite's phishing scanner comes in. It ensures you're not going to be biting on a hidden hook. If in any doubt about a message, simply copy and paste the suspicious web link or drag and drop the attachment into the Excelitte phishing message scanner. It will scan the link for any ransomware or malicious attachments, ensuring that you do not become a victim of a phishing scam. Thirdly, in the toolkit, we have Excelitte AI. Excelitte AI is an artificial intelligence module that uses learnt intelligence to proactively seek out and preemptively defend all cybersecurity attacks. What makes Excelitte AI stand apart is that it uses both offensive and defensive approaches to combating cyber attacks and ransomware. Excelitte AI proactively analyzes, seeks out, preempts, and stop attacks before they even happen. It uses a combination of tools that acts as a net across the entirety of an organization's attack surface, from end to end, to proactively capture threats before they become serious problems. By using what is known as a web crawler, Excelitte AI constantly collects and updates information about cyber criminals across the web and dark web. It stores this information and uses it to proactively identify potential threats and stop them before the attack even occurs. Imagine it like casting a spell to put an army to sleep before they even march to your kingdom. This is how proactive it is. Now, on one side, hackers are coming up with new phishing techniques, creating increasingly dangerous types of malware every day, new traps for victims to get caught up in, and searching for new vulnerabilities to exploit. On the other side, the good guys need to develop measures to protect against new threats. Excelitte AI recognizes that you need to continuously evolve your security strategy, or you might get left behind in the race. No one wants to be left holding a sword and shield to protect themselves against a fighter jet. So, what Excelitte AI does is it takes the fight to the cyber criminals, disrupting them in their stride, and when appropriate, provides punitive digital punishment to serve as a deterrent from future cybercriminal activity. Excelitte AI also uses offensive end threat detection. This is an endpoint security solution that continuously monitors end user devices to detect and respond to cyber threats like ransomware and malware. Excelitte AI seeks to learn more, gather data, profile potential attackers, and get on the offensive in attacking or disrupting the activities of cybersecurity criminal groups. Imagine it like a game of Pac-Man. Excelitte AI is ever moving and searching for the ghosts or criminals rather than waiting for them to creep up behind. Except in this game of Pac-Man, you always win. With ever evolving technology systems and hackers, you want ever evolving cybersecurity. And that's what this is. It changes and grows and learns from anyone who tries to hack it and puts more systems in place to protect you. With something like cybersecurity, prevention is a much better plan than recovery. And that is why Excelitte is the best cybersecurity software, because it is 100% unhackable. Thank you.